Hello, Patriots, and welcome back to Mason Cable News. My name is Kylend Adams.
And I'm Alexis Whitted.
So, Alexis, we're 1 week away from Thanksgiving break. What are your plans?
My family is actually coming up here, and so we're going to eat dinner and just have fun, maybe go a little shopping. How about you?
That sounds nice. I'm on duty for Thanksgiving as an RA. However, I will be seeing them next weekend. So.
Well, that's nice, keeping our community safe.
Yes. Sunday marked 1 year since the Paris attacks on November 13, 2015. November 13th demonstrated the barrage of terrorist attacks in Paris that killed 137 people and caused more than 368 injuries. The tragedy had more than 3 suicide bombers during a football match, several mass shootings, and a suicide bombing. The attack at the concert hall killed 90 people alone. The terrorist attacks were claimed by the Islamic State. 1 year later, France's state of emergency, which had been initiated since the attack, is likely to be extended, as said by Prime Minister Valls. Ahead of the 2017 presidential elections, anti-immigration party National Front and leader Marine Le Pen has seen a high chance of going into the second round of voting, removing any left option. Right-wing parties have gained traction within Europe and the Western world, where immigration has become looser with the ongoing refugees crisis. The rightward movement has been highlighted with both the British vote to exit the European Union and Donald Trump being elected into the U.S. presidency.
Following President-elect Trump's victory, he has begun to announce his appointments and staff. RNC Chairman Reince Priebus will be the White House Chief of Staff, and Steve Bannon has been announced as Trump's Chief Strategist and Senior Counselor. Priebus, who is seen as a Washington insider, has demonstrated change in tone for Trump's outsider campaign. Bannon is the executive editor of Breitbart News, an alternative right online media source that has penned shocking news articles such as Birth Control Makes Women Unattractive and Crazy, Gabby Giffords, the gun control movement's human shield, and Would You Rather Your Child Had Feminism or Cancer? Bannon will be Trump's second right-hand man and have high influence on the shaping of the Trump administration. Other notable cabinet prospects are Chris Christie or Rudy Giuliani as Attorney General and Newt Gingrich as Secretary of State.
Trump's win also sparked controversy within George Mason University's administrative staff. Senior Assistant Director of Admissions Andrew Bunting posted a Facebook message stating his disdain towards the National Organization of Marriage. The National Organization of Marriage was established in 2007 and has been against same-sex marriage since its creation. As of late, the organization has been against transgender individuals to use the bathroom that correlates with their gender identity. The NOM has expressed interest to work with Trump to nominate conservative justices to the U.S. Supreme Court. In a snippet, Mr. Bunting wrote, "If you agree with them, then that is just your opinion. Just know that to the rest of us, you are a piece of worthless trash," end quote. George Mason University issued a statement yesterday reinstating that it was Mr. Bunting's personal views and not that of the university's. The statement goes on to say that admissions process is a rigorous process, not handled by a sole person.
In other Mason news, the annual Gold Rush basketball game occurred on Saturday. Picture courtesy to Mimi Albano. Students geared up with a free Gold Rush t-shirt, head warmers, and foam fingers. Students kept warm in the North Plaza with games, activities, the drumline, and a live DJ. The Patriots then rushed to Eagle Bank Arena, where the men's basketball team played against the Towson Tigers. While it was a sad defeat, the Patriot energy and spirit filled the arena with green and gold.
The anchors at Mason Cable News had a great time during our fundraiser getting pied and water ballooned on Thursday. Take a look.
Last week, Mason Cable News hosted their first fundraiser for the semester. Appropriately named Catapult a Commentator, Mason students had the opportunity to pie MCN's very own anchors and staff. It was a fun-filled event. Here are the anchors to tell you more about it.
I've been pied 4 times now. I'm gonna get pied 2 more times.
This was awesome. You know, I hope Mason Cable News raised a lot of money because I ruined my hair for Mason Cable News. I was pied like maybe 5 times. I got hit with a water balloon twice. One was unexpected.
Having a great time out here at North Plaza. It's a really fun event. It's raising money for MCN.
Mason Cable News hopes to raise more money in the future fundraisers to come. We enjoyed providing the Mason students a way to de-stress in this busy time of the semester. This is Eric Trong signing off from Mason Cable News.
We'll be right back. Stay tuned for this week's Thanksgiving edition of Freshman's Corner.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this week's segment of Freshman's Corner. I'm your host, Cody Borden. This is our last show before the Thanksgiving break, so I decided to go to President's Park to talk to freshmen about Thanksgiving. Alrighty, first question. How has your college experience been so far now that Thanksgiving is approaching?
My college experience has been really good. Been meeting a lot of new people, getting used to school, and enjoying classes, and everything's fine. And since Thanksgiving's approaching, I'm happy.
I personally don't live far from here. So I'm going to be home on Thanksgiving, so it's not a big worry for me.
It's been pretty good. I'm excited to see my family, but, I'm having a good time up here.
Pretty fun. I'm excited for the break and all the food I'm going to eat. But yeah, so far it's been pretty fun. It's pretty interesting.
What does Thanksgiving mean to you?
It means I get to have a good time with my family and eat nice food, but mostly the family part.
Just being thankful to be around your family and everything, and just appreciating what you have and eating.
If I'm gonna be very blunt about it, it's I get a break from school.
What is the Thanksgiving tradition that you and your family have?
Okay, what we do is for lunch we go visit my family on my dad's side, and then for dinner we go visit my family on my mom's side.
Well, we usually get my entire family together, and we go to my aunt's house because it's the biggest, and we bring all our food over, and it's just this giant feast, and we eat for hours, and then we watch football, and then all the kids go outside and they do their own thing.
We usually eat in the morning at my grandma's. She'll cook dinner, and then we'll go to our other families and eat there. So a lot of eating.
Okay, you're building your perfect Thanksgiving plate. What food do you put on it?
Okay. I would say ham, green beans, mashed potatoes.
Yeah, obviously put turkey and mashed potatoes and the croissants that my mom makes and cranberry sauce and sweet potatoes.
Mashed potatoes and tater tots. That's it.
Well, since my family's half Puerto Rican, there's a lot more than just turkey and stuffing. So obviously I have the turkey and I have the stuffing, but then I have yellow rice with beans and just these exotic salads that they make, and plantains and green bean casserole, all those things.
You have to say which one you're most thankful for. Alrighty, mashed potatoes or French fries?
Mashed potatoes.
French fries.
Mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes.
Instagram or Twitter?
Instagram.
Instagram.
Twitter.
Neither.
Ike's or Southside?
Ike's.
Southside.
Southside.
Ike's.
And home or on campus?
On campus.
Home.
I'd say home, just because I'm always on campus. I mean, I love campus, but I haven't been home in a while, so.
Well, everyone, that's our segment. It seems like all the freshmen love to eat good food and be with their family. We hope everyone has a good Thanksgiving break. We'll see you when we get back.
Fall 2016 Culture Night will be tomorrow, Thursday, November 17th, from 4:30 to 6:30 p.m. This event will take place at the Mason Global Center Salon B. The event is sponsored by International Friend Connection, a student organization that fosters intercultural learning between international and American students at Mason. Each semester, the organization hosts a culture night as an opportunity for members to share their cultures with the Mason community through food, performances, and cultural presentations.
Throughout the week, students have an opportunity to bring a toy to the corner pocket in the hub during hours of operation to receive 2 hours of free play. All toys collected are donated for Toys for Tots. Founded in 1947, Toys for Tot is a program which distributes toys to children whose parents cannot afford to buy them gifts for Christmas. This is a great chance to spread the holiday spirit and to give to those less fortunate.
Help take action against hunger and homelessness this week. Hunger and Homelessness Action Week is a program of the GMU Campus Ministry Association. The association sees a responsibility to care for the poor and challenges every Mason student and member to take action during this week. Tomorrow, there will be a hunger banquet from 5:30 until 7 p.m. at the Robert Bellamy Chapel. There will also be a support drive from 11 until 2 p.m. in North Plaza. Finally, there will be lunch at the Lamb Center with homeless people from 11:30 to 1 p.m. If you need a ride to attend the lunch, meet at the Bellamy Chapel. These events give Mason students and faculty the opportunity to take action on behalf of the millions of people around the world and in Fairfax.
After this commercial break, we'll have the sports report with Reema, Abuelrish, and On the Couch with Geena Jerome.
Good evening, Patriots. My name is Reema Abuelrish, and welcome back to your sports report. Basketball season is in full effect. The season opener for the ladies was this past Friday, followed by the men on Saturday. The women played Radford and opened up the season with a great start, winning 70-56. Unfortunately, they lost to University of Delaware this past Sunday, but redeemed themselves last night against the Blackbirds, 64-48, led by senior Kara White with 13 points and 10 rebounds, as well as freshman J.C. Bolton with 9 points and 6 rebounds. The team will host University of Arizona this Friday, 5 p.m. at the EBA. Unfortunately, the men lost season openers 61-67 against Towson University, but redeemed themselves last night against Lebanon Valley, 90-65, with a 57 second-half lead to victory. The team had 5 players scoring in the double digits last night, led by senior Marquise Moore with 19 points. Come out to the men's third game of the season that will be hosted here at home this Friday at 7:30 against Mount St. Mary's. The season may have just started for the men, but they are already getting ready for next season. Coach Paulson has announced that high school seniors Javon Green and Gonar Marr have signed their national letters of intent. The women's volleyball team wrapped up the season falling to George Washington University in a revolutionary rivalry thriller this past Saturday. Unfortunately, the team dropped its season finale despite leading by 2 sets at the intermission. 8 players finished the season with double-digit performances. Congratulations, ladies, on a great season. Well, Patriots, that's it for the sports updates. For more info on future games as well as past ones, visit gomason.com. We'll be right back after the commercial.
You're listening live to Improv for Mason here on WGMU Radio, heard WGMUradio.com.
You know, it wasn't my idea.
Today's show with our special guest interview for this team in the new conference.
Welcome to a special
It's
edition of
been
the
a great
First Pick.
transition for me personally. I love Mason.
The very talented David Keckner.
I'm great. How are you doing?
Reed, Jonah, it was a pleasure having you on the show today.
Hey, dude.
I'm Ben Simpson. On the phone today, we have Drew McGarry, successful author, writer. You're listening to WGMU Radio on WGMUradio.com.
Hello, Mason Nation. Welcome back to another amazing week with me, Geena Jerome, right here on the couch. Once again, I'm so excited to be your source for entertainment news nationally, as well as in the GMU and DMV area. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Kardashian heir has arrived. Blac Chyna and Rob Kardashian have welcomed their first child together. The baby girl, whom they named Dream Renee Kardashian, arrived at 9:18 a.m. weighing 7 pounds 5 ounces via C-section. Renee also is Chyna's middle name. In the days following her birth, baby Dream already has a Twitter and Instagram account, as well as not 1, but 2 pairs of Yeezys. Well, baby Dream is surely living it up this week, and I wish Rob Kardashian and Blac Chyna many restful nights. On to our next story. This romantic weekend is over. Bella Hadid and The Weeknd, whose actual name is Abel Tesfaye, have split. The couple called it quits after almost 2 years together. Bella has traded her Abel necklace for a choker named Bella instead. According to a source, their schedules are to blame. The duo were last photographed together in Tokyo last month, and they'll next appear together during the Victoria's Secret fashion show, which will tape on November 30th in Paris and air later on in December. The Weeknd is performing and Bella is walking in the show. But onto more exciting Hollywood news. Disney has released a full trailer for its live-action film Beauty and the Beast remake on Monday, November 14th, and is dripping with magical happenings. Emma Watson takes on the role of Belle, the beauty in the title, and she is stepping into another magical realm, but this one has nothing to do with Harry Potter. Disney isn't skipping over the more surreal elements from the animated film. We still get a walking and talking candlestick, a clock, a cup, and a teapot, and the footage hints at action scenes, but the unlikely romance between Belle and the Beast is still at the heart of the trailer. Well, Mason Nation, that's all the infotainment I have this week. Follow me on Instagram at Geena Juju and Twitter at Najina_J. Bye, Mason Nation.
Even though the 2016 presidential election completed last Tuesday, many are still contesting over the results. While Trump won the Electoral College by a substantial margin, Clinton is leading in the popular vote by more than 1 million votes as of today. Since Wednesday evening, there has been a large-scale protest nationwide in opposition to the presidential-elect Donald Trump. Protests have taken place in D.C., New York, Richmond, Philadelphia, and other urban cities. In some cities, such as Portland, Oregon, protests have turned into riots. This has caused metro lines to shut down, interstate roads to be closed, and hundreds of arrests. Hashtag #NotMyPresident and hashtag #I'mStillWithHer have been the focus trends post-election to show solidarity, marginalized citizens, and rebuke the controversial president-elect. Mason has had small demonstrators following the election, but no walkouts or protests occurring yet. Students have held up signs such as "Not My President," but also more positive tone of "Free Hugs" the day after the election. Do you think protesting is right to rebuke the Trump, and if not, what is?
I think that a lot of people were hurt in this election and that protesting is a way for them to get attention, get the media's attention, get other people's attention, but real change will happen when they contact their local politicians.
I agree with you, Alexis. I think I always say protesting is good no matter what. It always matters what your intent behind it is. But understanding that if you're going to protest, understand that you can't just stop there. You have to be more involved. And I think with Donald Trump's being president-elect in his election, I think it has caused more people to be aware of what's going on in the government with politics. So I think that, do I think it's right? I think people are doing what's right for them, but I would just give them a reminder that you can't just stop at protesting.
Right, I totally agree.
I totally agree with you guys. I just think that while protesting is a good thing, people are ruining communities, like, breaking windows, breaking stores. So I think they should do peaceful protests and try to get...
Of course. Well, thank you for tuning in, Patriots. Be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Mason Cable News and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Mason Cable Network to keep up with the latest news on and off campus. I'm Alexis Whitted.
I'm Kylend Adams.
And I'm Reema Abuelrish. Have a great day. Have a great Thanksgiving break.